What is up, everybody? Welcome to AK Plays. I'm AK. Let's play.
Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. 100 years passed and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named
AK. Let's play.
A member of your team has disavowed the vision.
Alright everybody, today I'm going to be showing you guys a sticky bomb build. I had a request a couple of videos ago to do a sticky bomb build, as I put in screen, and I am more than happy to oblige. I have a lot of fun with this build, and it was cool to make. Nothing groundbreaking or crazy here. These are two pretty popular sticky bomb builds, but I am going to kind of show you which one's my favorite and explain why. I should also apologize first, because I'm sorry guys, I have missed a couple of uploads, which is very unlike me, but the fortunate news is I'm actually moving, and that was why I've had to unplug my Xbox and kind of pick everything up, and so I just missed a couple of days there, but we are going to be back to the normal schedule starting right now. Now, onto the build, we have a 5-piece tactician with a Barrett's chest, and our primary weapon is a house. That house is rolled with talented, competent card counter, and these attachments. Your backup weapon is a showstopper with competent, talented showstopper, and these attachments. The showstopper is from if you're building stacks, house is for killing people, and then I would keep your pistol with cool-headed just in case you need an ult very quickly in a pinch. Now, on the chest piece, we are rolled for electronics, health, skill haste, and ammo capacity. On the mask, we are rolled for electronics, skill power, burn resistance. And if you're unfamiliar, here are the tactician bonuses up to the 5-piece. Now, looking at the knee pads, we have electronics roll, skill power, burn, bleed, and shock resistance. I would switch bleed for disrupt resistance to be more effective. On the holster, we have skill haste. On the gloves, we have electronics roll, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and skill haste. I would roll off crit hit damage for SMG damage if you prefer. On the backpack, we roll electronics, skill power, and disrupt resistance. And now if you look at the mods, we have electronic skill power, sticky bomb damage, and sticky bomb damage. Now on the holster, we have sticky bomb damage as well. And on the knee pads, we have electronic skill power and sticky bomb damage. Now looking at the mask, we have electronic skill haste, and electronic skill haste and electronic skill power on the chest piece. Now looking at the fun stuff, you can see we have 35% crit chance and 101 crit damage on that primary house. You're not going to be melting anybody unless you have a pulse, and even then, I don't know if you'll be doing a ton of damage. Skill haste, we're at 50%, which is max, and that is excellent for this kind of build. Now looking at the skills, I'm not sold on the booster shot, I just have it here as a primary one. You can play around with overdose and defib depending on if you have a team or not, and I would just find whichever one you like the best. On the recovery link, I think that's very important whether you're solo or with a team. On the talents, we have demolition expert and chain reaction, and then death by proxy. Then we have combat medic, which is very important if you're in a team. If you're solo, you can switch that for critical save or strike back. Depending on what heal you're using, you might want to run either battle buddy or triage. The one I would switch out for that is probably demolition expert. But that's the build. There's the damage for the sticky bomb. I don't think I showed that the first time around. So there you go. It does do quite a bit of damage, which is really nice. And there is my preferred method. Now, I know a lot of people like this way also, and that is with the inventive backpack. The reason I don't love inventive backpack, now I'll show you also, there's some small changes you have to make this work and still maintain a good amount of skill haste. Now you can see we made a couple of changes. I think we changed the mod on the chest piece and put on the different backpack. Now I think that keeps you 1% from max skill haste. I think you're at 49 with that build, and you do get a little bit more skill power and a tiny bit more damage with that sticky bomb, but it's so conditional that I don't really like running it like that, because it requires you to have full health and to make sure that you're paying attention to your Barrett's vest to know if you have the max damage for your sticky bomb or not, which would be having your max health and then knowing if you have no skills on cooldown, or 1 skill on cooldown, 2 skills on cooldown, and it becomes a lot more to maintain. And when you have the max health not met, then all of a sudden you just have a non-classified piece, which I try to avoid non-classifieds because of the low rolls. Now in Skirmish Last Stand, that might actually be more effective because everything is rolled down to that amount, and so it may be better in that. Now, I know a lot of people prefer the inventive backpack, and I have nothing against it. Those are just my small reasons why I don't prefer running it like that. I try to keep everything less conditional and able to use my skills right when I want them. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you can still use it, it's just that 15%, but I mean, that's kind of the point of using it, is you want to take advantage. But either way, I think both methods are very good. I just kind of prefer the Barrett's Vest method. I think that you maintain a 50% skill haste, you still have a very strong sticky bomb, and you only have to pay attention to your Barrett Vest conditions rather than paying attention to being at full health or not. I know it's not super hard on your brain to pay attention to that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you'd rather not have to focus on it. Now, that's just my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed the build, and I will stop talking so you can enjoy a little bit of the gameplay. Nothing crazy exciting. I could have just cut together a bunch of kills with the sticky bomb, but I don't want to misrepresent it. It is a very difficult build to use. It's very situational and requires you to kind of play a little bit differently. I did kind of use this as a healer and then sticky bomb whenever I had the opportunity, but that's kind of how I found the best way to play it, is you're still a healer, but you can bomb people, which is a lot of fun. So this build primarily is a fun build. You're going to be screwing around, blowing people up, healing people, and having a lot of fun with it. You're not going to get a ton of kills, especially 1.8.3. I think you're going to get a lot of assists, and you're definitely going to help any teammates that you have. And it's a lot of fun to run, which I think is the primary objective of this build. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I will stop talking now, this time for real. And if you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.
Just 5 kills left. You're killing it. Counting down 2 minutes to victory. Alert. A team member has disavowed the division. Your team is now designated rogue.